affect how this round plays out.
Yeah, will they be ready for the aggression? TenZ creeping down mid, gets a couple of spots, the damage comes through. It's xand though to take down dapr. Can he find anything else? TenZ still out there looking for the damage, and he will get it off of the distraction. And that's a good start ultimately here for TenZ, because I mean they're looking for that information. Gonna get it, keep the pressure on. 3 versus 4 now for Sentinels as we see Furia beginning to move behind the wall towards that A site. You got zombs there as well, right behind that wall, and he's certainly ready to try to punish this one. Oh, he takes critical damage. TenZ though, oh, that looked painful from a distance. Comes TenZ once again with the sheriff. He's everywhere.
But look at this, Dan. Mazin is telling his team to come back over to this B site. You know, NCR is a little bit skeptical that there could have been a player that pushed mid, so moving at a snail's pace right now, but this B site is completely open. He has all the time in the world. The spike will go down. We'll be in a 2-on-3. And judging by the look of Mazin, he might take an aggressive ground on defender spawn, which would lead me to believe NZR is going to plant aggressively as well. This could get interesting.
Yeah, because they have to assume a rotation's coming from the defenders by now, so not seeing anyone in spawn is a good tell for Furia for this post plant. Oh no, caught out in the open. It's all on Mazin. He at least has a ghost, so has more range to play with, but the wall comes through. Oh wow, it's tagged immediately. Quick pop flash through. It's going to see 2 players, but there's nothing that you can do about it.
No flash for 30 seconds, Dan. There's no time.
Just touches the wall, and he's already down to 6 HP, and there is the defuse. You're absolutely right, Sentinels. Very well done. Off of the...
We have another mid stack here, and based on the spacing, this is going to be an A split, but it won't even get there.
They've got the force coming through as well. It's the sheriff to kick things off here for QCK. Furia, 5 versus 4, but dapr. Don't think they expect him here. dapr could come out huge. Multiple players. There he goes for it. It's actually dapr to take down QCK, but now they spotted him. Can't get more. Oh, well, there. He absolutely can. xand will go down, but Mazin with the trades leaves it in a 3v2 advantage. Zombs now trying to play the element of surprise again, but Furia have players in position, and they were able to deal with everything Sentinels have thrown at them so far, but it's the hardest test last.
Indeed. TenZ remaining with this Guardian in hand. Spike still not planted, just coming into the site right now. Mazin planting in that right pyramid.
That's close. Nice blow there, it's the Guardian. TenZ, oh, he can't get anything done, Mazin. That's 3 kills for Mazin. Such an important player. Would they understand where the map is weak?
Yes.
Quite quickly. Looks like they want to go very quick into this B site. They've got the wall up. 2 players here. Can they make the entries work for themselves? Flashes to follow as well. Still though, sick holding with that frenzy at the backside, but surely not long for this world. So many players coming through, and indeed, it's going to be dapr to be able to do something. Only peeling off 1 hit, just have sneaks to the back lines, but just with the classic, will get denied. And 1 by 1, Sentinels not able to find the kills that they're looking for.
Just like that first map, TenZ is just looking to get his ult orbs built up on this Marshall. It's pretty unlikely they actually, I say that, but 3 of these players can die from 1 Marshall shot, Dan. It could happen.
All kind of intermittently going up and down causes problems, and actually Khalil on the killjoy, making it happen there. And that's.
But again, we have Sit playing a bit aggressive over on B with a Sentinel player in dapr. Very interesting combo. Fall back. This is such a different look from Sentinels, who typically had zombs nesting in this B site, and they allowed dapr to play killjoy actually and play the A site. Such a different look that Furia is dealing with. They're trying to scout out the map, just get a feel for things, see how Sentinels are set up. You can see this is now going to be shifted towards the B site. So Viper has clung onto that wall, and you can see QCK is going to make his way over to B, where he's going to put that wall up. I'm curious if he does the same one as last round, Dan, or if he goes through that half. It is, it's the same one.
And they're the Seekers as well. That's going to help them discover exactly where these defenders are. 2 on the sites, after playing close to the pillar. Wants to try to get these forward kills, and will be stuck in the snake bite there, unfortunately for him. And backside 6 going to go down. Another good execute comes through from Furia. The Viper's pick comes in, but TenZ, he tries to get ahead of it. But again, look at all the vision that's just completely gone because of the Viper's pit. They're going to have to go into it. And TenZ looks to find the timing. Oh, he actually catches it before the spike goes down. That's a huge kill. Now time is against him. Khalil on that flank, able to pick off one more. It's up to TenZ, and TenZ just, again, it's such a coin flip in the Viper's Pit, and xand will...
Taking an individual fight over there in the corner. Everyone's taking individual fights on Sentinels, and that ended up working in the first map because their attack have bailed them out. But if they start bad here, could be rough.
Yeah, we have, like we saw in the last anti-eco scenario for Furia, they just go for a site here. This time it's A instead of B. Seekers are available for SiC, for Sentinels, if they want to try to go for a retake with them. They're already close here. Sentinels looking for the frags, but we have a beautiful display from Furia on this defense. TenZ looking to wrap around. No HP. Can he find anything? No. It's the Prime Gaming flawless coming through for Furia. And once again, Sean, just like...
Could easily rally back and put them in a horrible spot to end this first half.
Oh, we might just get a straight contact through to this B site. They're just, in fact, yeah, absolutely going for it. There goes the dash. You talked about xand being good at creating space for the team, and he's already got backside control. So they know that Sentinels are everywhere but here right now, and we're going to get a plant. And lots of util for the retake, including the Seekers available still for SiC.
They do have a lot of utility, Dan, but this is a scenario where in the past, Sentinels had a Viper wall on the B site to work with on these retakes. This retake is going to be incredibly difficult, and if Khalil pops this lockdown, that's going to make it nearly impossible.
Yeah, that toxic screen going up again. It's really difficult to deal with. SiC is making some noise there on the flank, so they know that flank is compromised. But on the front, QCK will get all the kills from backside. Beautiful stuff there. Speaking of which, SiC able to get some damage in, but there's just simply not enough left. Furia, fantastic round, great take.
Can be forever. We could fake B, and they would definitely bite. And it opens up this A site in rounds like this.
And this is the thing, you know, we've seen Furia oscillate between A and B on the anti-eco. This time, TenZ does have that Blade Storm. He will be likely coming in through the mid doors. So he wants to get that action in early and get the kills in early. We'll see if he can find something. Again, that wall obscuring vision. Will we get an updraft? There comes the updraft. TenZ able to take down one. 3 quick kills, quick succession comes through for Sentinels. And there's little response here right now from Furia. They are in a lot of trouble. And there goes the Thrifty in favor of Sentinels, and they're going to pick up a lot of guns.
And actually, if you look at that, the ult comes out right off the rip over there at B.
Yeah, the response here will be very interesting. How do Furia want to handle this? But first, we have this challenge in mid. Oh, the angle for TenZ finds the perfect timing. Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better. Yeah, that was very risky. Playing with the drone. Catches the timing on xand, who actually has the Blade Storm as well. What a huge find.
And now it's even worse, because that Viper's Pit is down on B. And, you know, it really is a question of what do we do here. And we can see them gravitating towards that B side. They do have, of course, as we can see, Mazin deep here towards Halls, takes the fight. That was a pretty good fight to take, but unfortunately, it does not go Furia's way.
Yeah, and that's actually, I believe, ShahZaM's first frag of the game. So he's on the board now. And the elbow lurk is on for Furia. You can see that's their poison orb. They get behind it. They take the angle into Nest, push Shaz off, recollect that orb, and now pushing him back a little bit more.
But again, as it's a 3 versus 5,
30 seconds
or I should say 5 versus 3 from Sentinel's perspective, they don't have to do anything crazy here. They have eyes on every position. Playing for delay, playing for retake, you know, all of that works quite nicely in this scenario. And you can see that, in fact, Furia don't have time to even do anything here. They're going to save their weapons.
Yeah, they don't have time, or they don't have the right utility to even deal with this Viper's Pit, to be honest, right? If they had the drone still on NZR, if his recon recharged a little bit earlier than it just did, if Mazin didn't lurk through halls and had a Trailblazer still or guiding lights, it could have been done. This is different. These players look like they're going to go fast to the A halls, and this... Yeah, that's an early pick, though, from SiC onto QCK at the B window. They have a 0 control utility, Dan. This is about to get real scrappy at the A site.
Yeah, this is a problem. This is a really huge problem. They're looking for something to be given. ShahZaM doesn't have to do too much, edging his way forward, spots the Trailblazer, knows exactly where Skye has to be. There's that Trailblazer. Where's that peek? It's delayed! And xand actually takes down ShahZaM. The bait and switch pays off here, and they'll trigger the push into the A site. And it's just up to these gunfights now as we see Sentinels trying to hold on to the pyramids. TenZ out there, large and in charge, but not for too much longer. xand able to take him down. 2 versus 3 for Furia, though. Still a lot of work to do. And there's another frag as dapr goes down.
Evening things up, Dan. We're now on a 2-on-2, but this flank from Sick is so timely. NZR's on the other side of pyramids, though. I think they have a feeling that someone is on the flank. Look, they're pushing aggressively towards defender spawn here.
Enemy remaining.
That's a flick and a half from zombs, leaving xand 27 HP left. You're going to get hit by the Seeker. My God, there's nothing you can do from that spot. 4 to 5, and in holes as well to deny vision. ShahZaM's normally been the player spotting from that position. Ends with that mid-aggression, and he's going to get caught this time by NZR, so that's some revenge. 5 versus 4, it's the IGL's dream shot on the attack. You've got the whole round left to play with a minute and a half. And
you've taken out the player that does all the prodding and all the annoying stuff you have to worry about if you're that attacker IGL. So you can see now, now that Furia knows this, they're in this man-up scenario. They've pushed back A with the Killjoy utility. They know no one's pushed there. They push back A halls with the Poison Orb. They're quickly grouping for this B hit, and they need to do it fast because if you look at Sick on the minimap right now, he's pushing through halls. He's getting all the info. Shaz is already here at the B site, and zombs is here as well with his wall up, with the orb there as well. This has to be explosive.
It certainly does, and they've been able to do that previously, but the snake bite stay lasts forever, or it feels like that. A couple frags come through. There's the Hunter's Fury. He's going to get zombs. Oh, you love to see that killer actually leading the fire. There's actually nowhere to stand. And they I don't know how dapr does this, but 1v5, the double peek comes in, and it's a prime gaming flawless out of Furia at the moment when they needed it the most.
Yes, that was...
Locked down this half yet.
No, we haven't. Yeah, let's be on the lookout for that. You can see he's lurking in these halls right now. I've seen a lot of Killjoys use their ults up here. He's made his way to the door. Oh dear, does he put it down right here, Dan?
That's a good question. I mean, Sick has got a lot of control in mid at the moment, so...
Oh, this is very, very aggressive. Killjoy with the lockdown in hand goes up to the trip, and there's the ult that I was referring to. So he puts the alarm bot by the trip just to secure his ult, and his teammates are going to go with this. Look, it connects perfectly to that Viper's toxin screen. Dan, this is so drilled.
Yeah, that's actually gorgeous to see. It's play out there from Furia. ShahZaM will get delayed just a little bit more by the Nano Swarm there towards heaven. Sentinels waiting, trying to coordinate themselves for the retake through door, through spawn. xand finding some good damage with those daggers, and Khalil as well gets one. ShahZaM picks up a double, but there's a Viper's Pit still yet to contend with, and he does not have a drone. TenZ is just going to have to go straight into it, into the Viper's Pit, and it's just TenZ now. What can he find? 3 players. Gets himself around the back, but Mazin with a very fast headshot to respond.
This is the round where they have no ults to work with, and we've seen Sentinels have a lot of success on these rounds, and we're back to it.
Well, oh, interesting. So we'll get the picks going both ways there, one in halls, and then one towards dapr, who's actually pushing B. So what does that tell Furia about the A setup?
This is very aggressive from ShahZaM. He can hear a lot of footsteps from deep in attacker spawn, where attackers typically wouldn't believe they're being heard. So I think Shaz is going to get some early comms here to his teammates, and I would expect Furia to be going into a stacked site here.
I feel like he's so on the edge of the... Okay, now he's certainly, surely... He must have heard.
Yeah, and you can even see zombs is kind of like leaning a little bit towards B right now. But TenZ has actually left the B site. He's dashed back towards it. He used his dash to get into B.
Maybe he didn't hear him mid after all. But with that said, they still have to breach that B choke point. And it's not looking great right now because, as you say, TenZ is now in position. And they're going to go back here. QCK, oh, he catches ShahZaM. What does that tell them? They've got 20 seconds to plant the spike. This is a huge map, and they have to run all the way around. We've got the catch here in spawn as well. What enough does this mean if you're Sentinels? They have to work this one out. In fact, zombs will go forward. He'll find another one, but where is the spike? 10 seconds to plant the spike. Khalil's killing absolutely everybody, but the spike has to go down. There's just enough time here to get it planted, but there might be a player there. The wall's going to drop zombs. Oh, just not going to be able to see anything in time. And there it goes. The spike is planting. Zombs can't quite find an angle on it, and there's the frag. QCK locks it in. What a crazy round. What a crazy...
In halls, he's going to go halls with dapr. This is going to be a fast A split. 2 people are going to go up sands. TenZ picking into the site right now, though. Look, if you look at Furia, they're going to fast retake. There's 5 people here, Dan.
Oh, they might actually catch him before they get to the cross angle, and actually that's really interesting. Maybe it benefits TenZ. He's got that Sheriff in hand doing the damage, dashing back, but Furia trading quite nicely, 3 versus 3. And in fact, it's now Furia that's one man to the good. And this is just deathmatch right now between these two teams. Oh, TenZ edging forward, gets caught in the open, and Furia pick up another pistol round.
Is here, but we could potentially be looking at a 10-4 scoreline here.
We've got the toxic screen set up on B for Furia to defend with. I really like that, actually.
They've shifted it over a little bit to the right so that way it fully blocks all the way into mid and leaves the gap along the back wall of B. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great spot there. Someone's creeping forward. And Furia don't have to do anything fancy here.
Ooh, dapr has a great timing right now at B elbow. Dan, he went right by the Trailblazer. Ooh, but he doesn't take it. He falls back. And meanwhile in halls, big presence being made by zombs. He gets taken out by the double damage shock dart. Brutal.
And there we go. Some of the numbers whittled away for Sentinels. So there is certainly strength in numbers when you're in a buy that is disadvantageous like this, but xand has got a good timing. It's a good lick of damage there onto Sick as well, and has that forward position, just shutting down the choke point. Such a difficult player to deal with in a scenario like this. Oh my god, he's insane, but Sick is just as insane. What a shot. Okay, Sick, we'll try to reset. There's 20 seconds to go. They're in hot pursuit of Sick. They really want to take him down.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Sick needs to die.
Yeah,
they might purposely let him live.
Left.
You can see they're running away. They want him to save this Marshall. He can't make it to the site.
Oh dear.
Oh no, Dan. This is a disaster, and this is so well played by Furia to make him save this Marshall. He just wants someone to kill him.
And there it was.
Another interesting, unique wall here at the B side, but this is an all-out mid-aggression on their bonus, Dan.
Yeah, there's a quick push there, and it makes a lot of sense. They're on these SMGs still. They have saved them from the previous round, so this fight in mid is certainly a good one to take for Furia. And it's a 3v3, and they're still on these Spectres, and now they're starting to find themselves in unfavorable fights, as we can see there in mid. So it gets the upgrade.
Yeah. This is where things get really tricky for Furia, because it's such a big map that once you spot one of these 2 players, you can probably just go to the other site blindly, or you could just go into that player knowing that the second isn't anywhere around him. So Sentinels has a massive advantage in this 3-on-2. It's even more of an advantage than some of the other maps in the pool.
Yeah, yeah, completely agree. And with the Spectres still from the bonus,
caution here.
It's going to be hard to find much. You don't have that one-shot potential of a Vandal, a Sheriff.
Very good timing here from NZR, though. You can see Sentinels is pushed up aggressively. They have no one holding the flank, which is actually where both of these Furia players are coming from.
There's a recon available, and 2 shock darts for NZR.
I think they might be just trying to... I think they're trying to just box them in, Dan. Trying to take these guns out of the Sentinels' hands. They know this is a long game remaining, Dan, and Furia only need 3 more rounds. So doing economic damage is massive, but
yeah,
Khalil will fall there. 1 more Spectre remains on NZR, and he's not getting lucky either. These players are all exiting defender spawn.
Yeah, you know, the classic move, okay, we found a safe.
Have very fast retakes because of this.
Oh, some information there for both teams. Sentinels will realize there's likely something going on in mid.
dapr and Sick lurking their way up A halls right now, Dan. They're going up to the door. There's no trip, no alarm bot, nothing stopping them.
There's a recon, and that's going to get a tag. Beautiful, QCK picks up one, and they've got that mid control, so he doesn't have to worry about that. xand is in the door, or around the door position, keeping it safe. So right now, Furia in a great position. dapr trying to find something. You know exactly where he is, surely. QCK, though, can't take him down. He's spraying forward, NZR with the trade. 4 versus 3 in favor still ShahZaM. He's picked up a Hunter's Fury now.
Has that Hunter's Fury, the Viper Wall still online for zombs. A very, very aggressive Viper Wall too, and Sentinels has all the control behind it. That's a lot of positions they can be in because of how pushed up this Viper Wall is. Hunter's Fury back in that stance position. He can ult the plant, he can ult the run in. Many options right now for the in-game leader, and there it is.
Oh, now they're actually going to be able to dodge this one. Perhaps another up jump comes through to do that. And TenZ is just making quick work of these players. A 3K comes through from TenZ in all of the madness around the Hunter's Fury.
Build now for Sentinels, right? They're still very far behind in this game, 10-6, but they forced Furia onto an eco. So you can see the distance starting to close.
Oh, perhaps thinking, yeah, going for the push here. 3B main. Oh, he's found one.
Spike
That
down
Marshall
mid.
Sick has picked it up, and xand in a deep position. Oh, the drone's going to tag QCK, and it might not spot xand. Indeed, it did not, but oh, they might go into xand now.
They might, Dan.
Oh, the timing there, and he's going to be able to pick it up. That's a spike down as well. Chances now here for Furia to strike right back after losing a round. Spike's recovered. There's a lot of time, and they know that xand is around the B site. Do they challenge it?
Dan, look at this. They are guessing absolutely wrong. The confidence on Sentinels to keep heading into this same site where the neural theft spotted everyone. It is a mind game being played right now for the in-game leader on the Sentinels team.
left.
And Zom's gonna get that free plant 3-on-3. Bladestorm's still in play though. And they're not messing around. The Viper's Pit immediately cast down. TenZ aggressively peeking into spawn. That's gonna give all the information to ShahZaM, who hears this. Thunderfooting in mid.
Oh, but if he dies, he will give away a gun. 7 HP, so he's going to find the timing. Takes down one, they know that he's there on the back there. The recon comes out, can he survive here? Again, oh, he's already understanding precisely where Jett is. ShahZaM doesn't even see you to kill you, as he will eventually get taken out, but he's basically won the round for his team. 1 HP on NZR. Not a good look. Coming out of the Viper's Pit, Zombs will meet NZR and Sentinels. Once again, yeah, that's a good point. xand looking to go deep here with a main behind the Sky Flash.
He's through, Dan.
He is through, and there's a Hunter's Fury, and oh, it's a freebie. xand is going to be able to take him down. That's beautiful work. And TenZ is trying to find
pinned.
it. Oh
he hasn't
God.
pinned, Dan.
Yeah, Mazin was trying to support xand, but he gets nailed by TenZ. So xand is back out there alone. And here comes Zombs looking for the angle. The pre-peek from xand. He's anticipating it. And that's a 3v2. And dapr takes down QCK, that lurk.
The B site's open, but dapr could get caught in this mid nest, Dan.
There's a drop. Oh, the timing is terrible for dapr. Furia quickly rotating towards the site. Sick, alone in the 1v2.
Guiding light on deck, Dan. These two people are stuck so close together.
The reset coming through for Sick as he walks towards spawn. Wants to eliminate these positions. It's a great position. He does dodge the drone. They have no idea where Sick is. The element of surprise there's the sound cue, takes down one. There's almost to go. There's that quick pop flash. That gets him out of position. Oh, but he's spotted on the reposition. There's the engagement, and it's good for NZR. Oh, what a finish.
Wow, what a clutch from NZR. He just lobs out a recon. We've seen him do that a lot, actually, on these retakes throughout this series, Dan. Very just on the fly.
Every single player has their own point of view, but he can see everything.
Oh, damn, we're live right here.
Oh, wait, let's
the
straight into
Seekers
it.
are going into the connector right now. This is a super fast A-split.
Straight in. The defense is still in place, though. We've got players backside. Great sharp shooting from Mazin at distance, but TenZ is even better. They're taking down Khalil. And they are just trading kills like crazy right now. TenZ is doing so much damage, but oh my God, it's hard to actually follow, but we get the 2v2 at the end, and the spike goes down. Drone looking for some information there as TenZ resets onto the flank. Around cave.
QCK will flank here. it's going to be a very long flank, and TenZ could get timed on this flank. The 1v1 between the sova is huge as well, but TenZ is distracted, and the flank is getting closer, Dan.
Oh, the distraction. It's still there. It's still there. And in fact, he wins the battle. Oh, no! QCK is going to make that flank look fantastic. I don't even know how TenZ loses that fight. What a beautiful play from the remainder of Furia in that 2v2. That's I can't believe it.
Yeah, he did everything he could. He did everything that Sentinels would ask of him. He found 3 on the round to open things up. They get in a clean...
There is still fight left in Sentinels yet, but it's going to be tough. TenZ already updraft off the back of the Bladestorm, drone through to the B site.
Spotted no one was Nest, so you can see he's playing really, really aggressive right now. He's taking these angles without any utility help from his teammates. He's going back into B, though. This is an all-out B hit, Dan. It's do or die right now for Sentinels. dapr lurking in mid all by himself. 4 players over here at B. The wall's already up. They have nothing to fall back to A with.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, the Hunter's Fury comes in as well. Is he going to be able to find any damage? Oh, does actually tag some players, but... Oh, it's actually not too much of a tag.
Spike planted.
I think actually TenZ got hit by something else at the same time.
Yeah, TenZ actually got hit by the Hunter's Fury. That makes him a one-shot to a Phantom. Keep that in mind, Dan.
QCK will take down ShahZaM there as well, so threatening everything at the moment. That mid position from dapr, not expected. Little hops here from TenZ. Hot shots to hit, but of course he finds it! And with that, 3 left here on the retake attempt. There is time still for Furia, but they have to force the issue. They don't know what dapr's doing. You can see that presence in mid is just so painful to have to constantly worry about. And dapr, knowing they're not going for it, trying to get into a position to cut them off, but he will get taken down finally. What a round here from TenZ. He's just trying to eliminate everybody, but there we go. Sentinels stay in it.
It's really fast A Halls controls rounds that Sentinels keeps on running.
And this time we've got xand on the Bladestorm, going deep in middle, looking to see what he can find. Not too much there in mid for him just yet. You can see Sentinels have slowed the pace. Got that deep poison orb in holes. dapr lurking up against it. The coactive Fury out there making so much noise. dapr hears everything, of course, as will TenZ.
Yeah, this playstyle from Furia has caught Sentinels off a lot, but this round not on 6 watch. Gets the first frag, falls back. Sentinels still in that base passive setup, and dapr has lurked through halls, Dan. He's through.
Oh no. Do they understand? Okay, well the turret's there, that's good. That's going to cover that eventuality for Khalil. Reposition for Khalil, we'll keep him safe for now. xand still in the picture. 4 versus 5 though for Furia. They need something special. What a shot from TenZ. Takes down xand. That's the Bladestorm out of the round for Furia. And they are getting whittled away. Pulled apart one by one. Nice little shot from QCK, but there's more to find, of course. And Sentinels have a fully stacked site.
Indeed, and this is getting to the point, right? We're deep in this match, and every gun matters. Furia has to be looking at this 2-on-4 now as, you know, an economic decision. It's not just whether we can win the round or lose the round. Can we take these weapons into the next round? What's the optimal way to get as many buys as possible in these last 3 rounds? So they're going to opt to save these guns. They still have the lockdown on Khalil. They have the Hunter's Fury on Nozwerr, the Bladestorm on xand. We're going to get another buy in the next round. And Sentinels is definitely not out of in the clear yet.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, the ultimates that are in play for Furia, they will have nearly everything. And so that advantage...
Gonna try to fake this A site. He's running away already. He just poison orbed the halls just to try to initiate that same default pressure on the halls player. But if you look, this is 100% going to B site. And it is open. Furia has fallen for this completely.
They've got the backside wall for the retake, and let's not forget they have, if they want it, that lockdown as well. And the Hunter's Fury. They can trap Sentinels into very few positions.
I really don't know where you would use the lockdown from, though. Where could you possibly use that from to retake this massive site?
Maybe the elbow position. Looks like they're going for it. There it goes.
Wow,
It's going to cover most of the site. Oh, they're going to try to defend this one. Can they do it? zombs tapping away, and he's taken down absolutely everybody. And the lockdown's been destroyed as well. And that's going to keep players alive on the site. Updraft into an elevated position for TenZ. Leaves very little to work with. Sentinels staying alive another round. And now they have the ult advantage because
Actually might drone with it.
there's that Trailblazer looking for the early info. Gets taken down by QCK on A. The aggressive, or rather the Viper wall coming in from both sides on the A side. And there's so much mid control indeed. Furia likely have a good read of Sentinel's position. Deep flash comes through. There goes TenZ straight through it. He's looking for that opening now. Where is QCK? Trying to find him. The Seeker's trying to give that information to him. QCK stays alive. There's the tag though. Oh, QCK under so much pressure. Trying to stay alive. Trying to find the right way to engage this one and get his teammates into position. TenZ actually burns the dash. And this is a slow assault from Sentinels. That's buying time for Furia to get in position. dapr there by the door. Tries to drop it, but he's denied by NZR.
Oh
this is so scary.
God, this is terrifying.
Oh,
and TenZ comes up big, despite being headshot.
But there it comes straight back his way from NZR from that position once more. And Sentinels again, 20 seconds left to try to plant this spike. Mazin's still in position to try to deny that. Smoke or no. And again, just playing with that door. And they're just going down on the cross. And it's Furia with all the kills, leaving just dapr. 1 versus 3 and Furia.